Hi guys, today we are doing our first unboxing video for tourdestuff.com and we've got the Oxford Cliqr. Let me just bring that closer to you. The Oxford Cliqr, which is available in two styles apparently. This one is the out front mount for road bikes, and then they do a handlebar mount, a stem mount for mountain bikes and commuter bikes. This one is going to go on my mountain bike, surprisingly, because that's the one that's getting the most use at the minute. You know, leaving the road bike in the garage at the minute for the commute and leisure rides. We're using the mountain bike more. So, right, okay, unboxing. Let's have a look what's in the box. Right, instructions. We'll put them there. Probably won't need them. Blokes don't need instructions, do we guys? No. Ladies probably don't need them. If there's any ladies watching, you probably don't need the instructions as well. But we're not going to use them for the minute. Right, so we've got the unit itself, and the only other thing is the little hangy tag that fell out. So that's the box of the Oxford Cliqr out front handlebar mount for your mobile phone. Okay, let's put that to one side then, and let's have a look what's in here. We have the unit. There we go. The unit, typical handlebar mount that you might have seen with something else for, say, a Garmin or a Lezine GPS unit. You know, just typical mount there. And but then that goes to this little thing, a little square that locks in there, and then you press that button to get your phone out. Now, the rub is, my phone is about 3 months old, and at this moment I'm not sure I want to stick something on the back of it and go out mountain biking, etc., especially with the amount of potholes on the roads as well. So you get two mounts. So once I've tried it for a couple of months, I might go with the new Galaxy phone I've got, but it's on contract, so if I trash it, I've got 2 years of using an old phone. So we're going for this trusty Huawei P10 Lite, which was mine. I upgraded, as I said, gave it to my 13-year-old son, and he promptly dropped it. So it's got a big crack on the screen, but it works perfectly. Cracking phone in this day. Ooh, excuse the pun. And we're going to stick this mount on there. I've cleaned the back already, and let's have a look. That can go any way round there. So that goes, that looks like that should go in there. There's a little Oxford logo on there, so I'm assuming it goes like that, although there is notches on each side, so I think it can go anywhere. And we're just going to randomly peel that off, and we're just going to go for it in the middle. Ooh, okay. That's rubbish, can't get it off. Hang on. Here's one I prepared earlier. Look. That'll do it. Get the 3M sticky back off it. Oh, crikey. Must be good because it doesn't even want to unstick from its backing. So, right, there we go. We're peeled off. The Oxford logo, that's what we said. So it's pretty easy to centre it in your phone, but I'm thinking it's got to go away from your handlebars, hasn't it? So we're going to go towards the bottom, in the middle. He says, there we go. And there. I suppose you want to put a bit of weight on there, but I'd be careful of cracking your screen. So we're going to assume that's stuck. So there we go, that's going on there like that. You press a little button there, and that locks in, he says. Seems pretty firm there. And then you unlock it like that, so it sort of clicks on. I see, right, so you put it on one end, and then you pull it off the other, so that's it then. Right, that's in firm, nice. There you go, that feels very steady. Now, the obvious use for a mobile phone on a bike is for Strava, so you can have it sitting like that. Now, the Strava app doesn't need data. So this hasn't got a SIM in it at the minute, but you can load up the Strava map and the GPS will track you, and then when you've got Wi-Fi, hopefully it'll then log it in to where you've been on the online mapping. So the obvious one is Strava, but you could, I suppose, turn it up like that and then use it as a camera, couldn't you? Don't know. We might try that, might experiment with that. Right, okay, so I'm going to leave you guys a sec and then I'm going to go and fit this on the bike. Okay, so here we have it on the bike. There we go, sticking out there. Now, it came with a couple of spacers, but these handlebars are very skinny. So I've put it around the bit of rubber I put on there for the TomTom watch mount, but I think if you have slightly fatter handlebars or a road bike, which is what they're designed for, then that would be fine. But I've put it around there because the rubber spacers weren't quite big enough for these skinny bars, but it seems nice and firm on there. And let's go for a ride with it. Let's see what happens with it on the road. But there we go. Let's have a closer look there. Okay, so that's the mount, and that's the phone. That's the nasty crack on there. Look, can you see that? Right, so as you can see, we're back from a ride. Yeah, got the Ridge t-shirt on. We reviewed on Tour de Stuff a while back. Cost me a pretty sum of a £5, but that was a free voucher if you remember. So cost me nothing. Got a voucher off Strava for signing up to Helford's Challenge. So yeah, read the review of that, but I've got that on for now. So what did we think of this then? Well, I liked it. It was very sturdy. It didn't move. You know, the grip held it quite tightly. There was a little bit of flex in there, but no more than you'd get off a camera or even a dash crack cam on your windscreen of your car. You know, just it wasn't flexing at the join there, and it wasn't flexing with the phone. I think there's just a little bit of flex in there, which is probably for shock purposes, but it's literally virtually undetectable. But there was a little bit of shake there, but I think, as I say, that's just because there's a little tiny bit of flex in there. I liked it. Am I going to keep using it? Well, I've took it off the bike for now, and I think I am going to keep using it. But at the minute, I don't want to stick that on the back of a very new phone, because I want to give it a few more weeks just to make sure of me clipping it in and out. So I'm using it on an old phone, but it works Strava perfectly. You could use it for many things, you know. You could use it for sat-nav if you're a delivery driver, courier in a city, or just, you know, going out on a long ride and you want to see where you are every now and again without getting your phone out of your pocket. You could use it for that. You could use it for Strava. I rode it back in a little bit of rain. A little bit of rain there was, so the phone was okay. I wasn't too bothered about it getting wet because it was only a light rain. But I think in torrential rain, you just want it in your jacket pocket, really. So for fair weather use, I think it's great. I probably am going to attach that onto the back of my new Samsung, but probably wait until spring. At the minute, I'm going to use that Huawei P10 Lite I showed you earlier. So I liked it. Yeah, it's a good bit of kit. Very firm, very steady. I think it's that fat so you can actually use it on motorcycles as well. It's a bit of a motorcycle crossover product. So it's really good. Yeah, there is actually, remember what I was saying earlier about the bar diameter? It does give you a bar diameter here, and I bet you mine is slightly under that. So bar circumference, that is 25.4 mil. So basically from an inch to about an inch and a half diameter. So I do most bars. Mine were a little bit thin. Mine, you know, I've not got a £1,000 bike with chunky bars. But it went on there with a little bit of extra grip. It went on there a treat. So yeah, I'm going to leave it on there. I'm going to pop it back on the bike in a minute, and I'll use it. Yeah, it's really good. Price as sold, as seen in there, $29.99, and that comes with two of those. One's already on the back of the P10, so I've got another one to go on the back of the Samsung. when I decide to use it. It's really good. Obviously, when you've got a case on there, you'd have a little bit of a bulge in the case, but I think the phone would go back in a case because it's not a really deep profile there, so I think it would go back in a case. You wouldn't have to cut a hole in the case to use it. I think you'd just slip the case off, put your case back on when you take it off the bike, because I think it's firm enough to hold it. That is stuck on there so hard, you know, I think I'd struggle to get it off. So yeah, I'm happy with how it mounts. So $29.99 for the out front one. I think there's another version available which would go on your top stem, you know, on your handlebar stem, I think, for mountain bikes, because this is stuck out in front of your bike, like almost like you know, for when you're in aero mode on your road bike. So $29.99. Did we like it? Yes, I did. And if you're a courier or you go out on rides and you want to see where you are, I think it'd be a handy addition. Whether you'd want to run Strava on it all the time, some people do. Most people would have, you know, if you're that serious about going out on your road bike, you'd normally have Strava running on a little cycle computer, some form of Garmin, or as I say, a Lazine thing. So I liked it, and yes, I'll be using it, and thank you for watching.